Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with some Combo Breaker 99 talks. Hashtag CB99 talks. Want to go back and talk about the Jessica Mccaskill fight versus Anahi Sanchez. I was gonna do this video yesterday, man, but Memorial Day was just a nice day, man. I just had to take time out, chill, get a workout in, cook some good food, just kind of hang out and chill, man, because I work too much anyway. But yeah, man, I'm going back to this Mccaskill Sanchez fight. This was a really good fight. I was kind of watching this fight in two different eyes, and I'll get that in a minute. Mccaskill, she won the unification fight by unanimous decision, but I feel like the fight was a little bit closer. I felt it could have been a draw. I wouldn't have been mad if it was a draw, or it could have been a split decision either way. You know, I'm a fan of both fighters, but I do feel like it could have been a split decision either way because there was just so much back and forth in the fight where I felt a lot of it was really tough to call. But at the end of the day, I think they really looked at the pressure that Jessica Mccaskill was applying. But looking back at the fight, man, first couple rounds, man, these ladies, they went straight at it. Mccaskill, she met Sanchez in the middle of the ring and just started throwing bombs, man. She was throwing power shots, hooks after hooks, just putting that pressure on Sanchez. Sanchez, who was looking to box, really couldn't get a good jab going, but she was getting some good counter shots in. And the one thing I like that she was able to land and she was capitalizing on at moments was the overhand right on Sanchez, on Mccaskill. You know, Jessica was really getting hit with a lot of overhand rights, but she was coming back with her own shots. And that's the thing about Jessica. Like, instead of, you know, crumbling or withering when she gets hit by two shots. She comes back with three of her own. And, you know, she's out there to really, you know, she's in there to really let it all out, you know, put it all on the line. And back to what I was saying about how I was watching this fight with two different eyes. I was looking at this fight as a fan and looking at this fight as a trainer. Now, as a fan, I was like all the other fans, you know, I just felt like this was a really entertaining and pleasing fight. But as a trainer, I was kind of looking at both fighters and I kind of felt like there was too much back and forth, and one of these fighters needed to do something to make that adjustment to, you know, capitalize on the other fighter. You know, like, there were moments I wanted to see Sanchez get her jab going on the back foot where she could kind of keep Mccaskill back with straighter shots instead of letting her come into her zone and, you know, overpower her with power shots. And then there was moments when I wanted to see Mccaskill, you know, use her jab, you know, jab to the body and to the chest to set up her overhand right or set up more body shots. Because there was a lot of shots that I don't think she measured right with the distance. She would kind of wing a lot of hooks and she would miss them by wide range, and then she would kind of get countered by the overhand right by Sanchez. So I really wanted to see Mccaskill apply that effective pressure that she was applying, but, you know, be a little bit more methodical with the jab, use a little bit more of the straight right hand to guarantee you some straight punches. Because, you know, point A to point B, straight line. You know, use that straight shot up the middle and you'll get there real quicker versus, you know, trying to always hook. But she was throwing some hooks with bad intentions, and I think she did get the attention of Sanchez a few times with her overhand right. She put her on the ropes a couple times when she clicked her with a good right hand. Good straight right hand a few times too in the beginning of the fight, but down in the second half of the fight, they both were really letting guns blaze and just throwing a lot of power shots. But there were a lot of moments where Sanchez, you know, she would throw some good counter shots to the body and to the head, man. That right hand was really finding its home in that second half. And that second half, I want to say like the 10th and 11th round, the 9th and 10th round, I felt like Mccaskill, she kind of let it go a little bit more in those last two rounds. But first half of the fight, it was really tough for me to call. Like, I really felt like Sanchez was landing a lot of good, clean shots. But again, Mccaskill was applying that effective pressure where the footwork and the offense was really what kind of dictated the win at the end of the day, I think, man. Like, I think Mccaskill's pressure, where she was kind of making Sanchez move, you know, the footwork was making Sanchez, was putting Sanchez where she wanted her to be. You know, if she walked Sanchez into the ropes, Sanchez would go into the ropes. She wanted to come towards her, she was come towards her, and then she was able to get off some good power shots and good inside fighting. Sanchez, you know, overall, I felt like she was really boxing nicely, countering nicely, but she could have boxed better with the jab. She could have set up the jab a little bit more and kind of, you know, moved out at more of an angle instead of letting Mccaskill come right into her space. But she was doing some nice little veteran tricks. You know, she was, you know, kind of clinching a little bit from Mccaskill, trying to take the power away, kind of smother Mccaskill some. But Overall, I think that's what the judges saw in the unanimous decision. But like I said, for me, I thought it was a split decision either way. Overall, very, very good fight. Very, very good fight by both ladies. Mccaskill, you know, she's a unified champion, WBC, WBA champion now. From here, man, I do want to see her in a rematch with Katie Taylor, man. I think that she could still give Katie Taylor a tough fight. Anahi Sanchez, she also gave Katie Taylor a tough fight. And I really feel like Mccaskill getting past somebody like Sanchez, you know, maybe a couple more fights, she could see Katie Taylor in a rematch. But yeah, overall, definitely good fight. Could have been fight of the night. That's all I got for this one, guys. Let me know in the comment section who you think won this fight between Mccaskill and Sanchez, who you want to see them fight next. And make sure y'all check the fight. It's on the Zone's YouTube channel. It's on the undercard, you know, the Haney-Moran undercard. They got the whole fights, all the fights streamed up there. You can go check it out there. But yeah, that's all I got on this one, guys. Make sure y'all subscribe. #CB99Talks. I'm out. Peace.